to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Hoover. Buying time to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. It's Walton. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Dropping back, it's Carr. Move to his right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Straight ahead, it's Richard. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Might as well give it to him again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
A shot toward the end zone. Right side, it's Preston. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Offensively, it's first down. I can take the sack. It wasn't a huge loss. I'm still in a good situation. I got second and goal. A lot of positive things still to come. The whole playbook's still at my disposal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got it back corner of the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Walton.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Out wide right, it's Walton.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The run inside. It's Walton. Swamped immediately.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Play action, C.J. Carr. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Throwing, Carr. Fires left. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. What a terrible, terrible shame. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gonna run it. It's Richard. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Might as well run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. Release to the back. timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun on third down. Looking for a deep man. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the single back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
To the air, it's Hoover. Left side is Preston. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Rushes on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Finds a crease, it's Martin. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's changing the play. To the air, it's Hoover. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gonna take a shot. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. New set of downs after the completion. Throwing, Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Escapes the pressure going right. Going to take a shot at this DB. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for space, it's Richard. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Keep it on the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Burrowing for yardage. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Needs it here on fourth down. Escapes the pressure to his right. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's past the sticks.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Under pressure. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Hits inside. It's Walton. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Carr. Still looking to his right. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here comes the heat. Caught. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Carr to throw. Right side, it's Young. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hits the hole. It's Walton. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad. And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Out wide left, it's Beal. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
How about about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Drops back. It's Hoover. Misses badly on that one.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've got it back, tie game, waning moments, and a chance to put together the winning drive. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is shot. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Preston. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Martin. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Rolls right. Lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Firing deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air, it's Carr. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced it.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Throwing, Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Looking for the end zone. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get on the board first here in the overtime period. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback changing the play. They'll go to the air. Extending the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. 3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Defense gets a stop. It's over. 4th and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the grab. The desperation 4th down play, and this one is over. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.